Hey Kay, how are you? Hi folks. OG Geo here. My friends just call me Geo. And we're back for stream 2. And I actually watched my own stream, which was a little bit of a painful process. Sometimes it's a little difficult. You think you're doing something well, and then you watch, and I have no aspirations whatsoever to be a professional streamer. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have that kind of charisma. But I do enjoy, like, it's a hobby to me to try and produce as good quality stream as I can. So a few things that I noticed. First of all, my son came to me and said, "Dad, the webcam's fuzzy." And I looked at it and I agreed. Now, I actually went out and bought a new webcam. I bought a Logitech C920 on sale for $50 at Micro Center, which is, in my opinion, the best place whatsoever to get your electronic equipment. They're just great. Great service, great prices, excellent selection. And I plugged it in. It was almost perfect from the time I plugged it in. It was a little overexposed, and I think that it still is. I've played with it a lot trying to get the color balance right. Now, I still think it looks fuzzy, and particularly when I'm doing this full screen when I have the desktop, because I believe what I've done is I've zoomed in a little too far, number one. Number two, I do not have studio lighting. I have a roof that angles down. Where's the camera? I have a roof that angles down behind my monitor. So there's nowhere to put lighting above and to the sides of my monitor. So what I've actually done is I have lights on either side that are reflecting from the ceiling down to me. So, you know, anyone who actually does real work in a studio would probably have a heart attack if they saw this. But I think this camera actually picks up much better, considerably better than the other did. Kay, you watched the other stream. Do you notice an improvement in the camera? I'm curious. I also found, by the way, from you saying there was a 10-second lag on Twitch, I found a setting on Twitch which I had the longer latency, better quality setting. So I've changed that to the shorter latency, worst quality setting. I hope that with me pushing 6,000 kilobits per second, and with the CPU I have that does excellent compression, that I'll be able to have the lower latency without a big decrease in quality. I didn't know you were blind. How's the latency? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting for your reply to see how long it takes to answer that question. So a couple of things. I saw it. So a couple other things. What else? Excuse me. Okay, 4 is better than 10, don't you think? I feel like we're not seeing the chat here on stream. Are you seeing the chat on stream? I can't see it in my preview. It's important to me that everybody sees what everybody else is talking about, or else it gets pretty frustrating to watch something. Okay. No chat on stream. Let's try something here. Sir. I like to have this stuff right. I don't mind taking a second to move things around. Might be a little frustrating for people watching, but I'd rather get everything all set. The best way to do that is with a viewer like yourself who's willing to help out and let me know what they're seeing. Are you seeing it now, sir? Perchance. Still no, huh? I don't know what's going on with that. Ah, there we go. So chat's working. Excellent. Still working the kinks out, aren't we? So what was I saying? Webcam. We got a new webcam. I think the quality's better. Additionally, though, part of where the quality issue lies is this green screen behind me that is not lit well at all. Now, I'm shocked actually that this new camera is able to do what it's done with the green screen. I'm surprised it picks up the difference at all. It actually works better than the other one with nearly no lighting on the green screen. I've ordered a couple of, they're called softbox lights. It's like a light that's in a fabric case with like a white cover, and it diffuses the light, and you aim that, it would be, I have a narrow field view here, behind me on the sides, pointing at the green screen. That lights up the green screen evenly, and that will help a lot for the camera to distinguish between the two, you know, between the green screen and me. So I'm hoping then the quality, the fuzziness will drop out a little bit on me. It could get hot in here, you're right, but I've been Bitcoin mining in this room for years. So I actually have 2 air conditioners in a room that's, well, thank you for subscribing. Wow. Let me see who that was. So I actually have 2 air conditioners. I have about maybe a, let me think, about an 800 square foot room. And on that side, I have a window unit air conditioner. On that side, I drilled a hole in the wall, put a fan in, and I have a, it's called a portable air conditioner, which is a little bit of a misnomer, but it's a standing unit that has a hose, and that hose exhausts the hot air, and so I tape the hose to the fan and blow it out into the attic. So a little janky, but I'm actually, one thing I'm okay with is it's not going to get too hot in here. So that is what I noticed about the video quality. Sound quality, you said that the game was a little quiet, and I agreed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try turning down my volume, what I'm hearing, and turn up the game volume, and I'm hoping that this level impacts just me and not the stream. There's a separate audio setting for the stream, and I'm hoping that that's independent, so that I can thank you, Commander Root, for following. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. So I'm hoping the audio is independent, because when I have the game volume up, I just can't hear anything at a certain point. It gets very frustrating to me. I wouldn't know how to use a soundboard. I like to consider myself a gadget guy, but I'm honestly beyond impressed at people who can do audio. To me, it's really a mystery. It surprises, like, I don't know anything about it. This is Sennheiser Game Zero Special Edition that I got. That's as fancy as I get for audio, and I got it because it's closed ear. So I mentioned I have the 2 air conditioners. This helps to isolate the sound quite a bit, and it sounds great. I've gone back to stereo instead of these simulated surround, which I've heard stereo is better. All I know is they sound great, and the mic is rated really well. So that's the next thing. Is I listened to the mic last night. I think the audio quality is really good. I wish I knew how to mix and do something about my nasally voice. I wish I didn't have sinus issues. I noticed that it sounded to me yesterday like literally my nose was whistling at times because I have chronic sinus issues. So I also noticed some pop, which I probably just created. So I'm going to try having the mic down a little more and a little further away, because I did notice some pop and I thought it was pretty annoying. I also noticed, and somebody commented on YouTube one time very kindly a couple of years ago, stop sucking snot, I believe was their exact words. So I don't realize that from time to time I do, because of my sinuses. That is really not fun to watch. So I'm going to work on that, guys. I'm going to work on that a lot. So regarding the sinuses, my chronic sinus issues, I have gathered up some weapons to fight this. So I don't know if you can see this. Part 1, Sudafed. This is the good stuff. Yesterday, I went and tried to buy more Sudafed at the store. I just had a birthday last month, a few weeks ago. They would not sell me Sudafed. Apparently, my driver's license expired on my birthday this year. It's been 20 years. And they would not sell me Sudafed because my driver's license was expired by 3 weeks. Now, come on. It's Sudafed, okay? I'm not trying to pick up Oxy. It's Sudafed, guys. So that's part 1. Part 2, and this is going to look goofy, I think. Breathe Right strips. I wear these at night so that I don't snore. They open up my nasal passages, and I realize this is going to look a little goofy, but if I'm watching, I'd rather have somebody have a little strip on their nose than listen to them doing that for an hour and a half. So guys, here's part 2 in the war against my sinuses. I don't have a mirror. Wow. Just instantly opens up. These are the greatest things. If you have trouble snoring, or I think even if you have trouble sleeping, I highly recommend, and no, I'm not compensated by Breathe Right. I have no endorsements. I recommend these tremendously. They really open me up, and I know that I sleep better because I'm getting more air. So that's part 2. Part 3. Menthol. And hopefully this will just keep opening things up a little bit. So folks, I'm sure this is riveting TV, but I want everybody to know I'm trying to give you the best quality I can. I'm trying to improve. Oh, I mentioned my back. I actually quit streaming for a while. I quit playing computer games for a while because my shoulder, from about the base, the side of my neck here, this muscle, all the way down to my lower back down, I believe that's my my trap or my lat, would get searing pain, which I thought was something wrong with my shoulder and my muscles, and I was half right. But actually what it was, I had so many issues with my back. I went to a chiropractor, and I had so many back issues that my back was pulling my muscles, and my muscles were trying to sort of pull my spine back into alignment, and so they would tighten up, and I'd get to a point I couldn't even feel my right arm. So I just stopped gaming. So I mentioned the other day that I got this chair, which allows me to keep reminding myself good posture. So I keep trying to sit up like this, get my back with a nice straight curve to it, and get my head back against the headrest, which looks funny to me. But the chiropractor told me, you know, we're all doing this now with our computers and our phones and our heads forward. She compared it to holding a bowling ball. You hold a bowling ball hanging down like this, right? Not too heavy. But try and hold it straight out like this. It gets really, really heavy. Apparently your head is the same kind of thing. You got about 8 pounds up here. And the more you move it forward, the more it's putting you strain. So, I'm just saying this to anyone who's watching this, is I highly recommend force yourself somehow, and they sell these chairs with these big pads here, right? These headrests. Worst thing you can do. Don't use them. If you want a small one to enforce a curve in your neck, great. But bottom line is, the back of your head should be even to the back of your shoulders. If you were standing with your back against a wall, your head should be against a wall. So don't wait until you're 48 years old to find this out like I did. Start enforcing good posture for yourself now. Goofy as it looks, if you're on your phone, try to, whenever you can, be on your phone like this instead of down like this. So that's my free tip to you youngsters out there. That being said, hope you're not hearing too much of the clicking around with the halls, and let's get started. What are we doing here? Besides saying a bunch of crap about the stream and my sinuses, we're going to continue with the Ashes campaign. And now I think it starts to get actually a little bit more interesting to watch. They start introducing new units, some of those special abilities that I spoke about, the more advanced buildings that let you do some sneak attacks and radar and all kinds of stuff that I can't keep up with. You say the sound of the air, sir. Are you hearing something? Can you hear the AC? Because I thought this mic had pretty good noise canceling. Let me know if you're hearing that air in the background. It's actually why I'm a big fan of Sennheiser, is I have a few of their headsets. No, well, but are you saying today you can hear the AC? I will watch the stream for sure. Do you hear it right now? Because if you don't, then I'll turn off the closer AC, and I'll just use the other one. I didn't hear it last night, so I'm hoping you don't hear that fan, in which case we should be good.
The situation is spiraling out of control, Mac. Claim jumpers were a problem before. Now with someone killing our people, it's going to get worse.
We're studying the remains of the alien vessel. Its technology is similar to our own.
They also have technology we don't have. Shields and high-powered energy weapons. They're able to turn post-humans into mindless slaves.
On that end, I've had Promethean begin rolling out a new decentralized AI system to prevent that.
Do you think that is wise,
Do you still
Matt?
hear it, Ken?
Isolating post-humans will make them less inclined to cooperate with the PHC.
Better to be isolated than a slave, Haley. At least everyone will still hear your sweet voice.
A copy of it, anyway.
I wish we had done it sooner. We've lost contact with Majesta. She had just built a nexus on Caletheon.
That is near Yorkshire. You have a presence there.
I do. Unfortunately, my resources are updating the Nexus AI software to Haley Jr.
Haley Jr. Really?
Hey, I'm an engineer, not a marketer.
What are we going to do about Caletheon?
I'm sending my apprentice there now. He'll capture the Tyrannium generator.
Is he ready?
Well, we'll find out. Welcome to Caletheon, once home to the mighty post-human Majesta. Now her Nexus is under the control of something else. We've managed to save her Tyrannium generator. If we can capture and hold it, we can still take this world for the PHC. The enemy will do anything to retake the generator. Therefore, your first move must be to send some units here to capture it.
Okay. Remember what I said early on, you can capture points with an engineer. Here's what I'm going to try. Let's do this. There we go. How about now? And you said you had a little trouble hearing the game. So my mic isn't even live most of the time. Might be hearing my breathing, I don't know. Let's try that and see what we get. Keep me posted, man.
Good work. You need to protect the Terranium generator at all costs while it builds toward critical mass. Looks like the enemy's massing to the south. Build a factory and start getting some defensive units up.
Attacking me. Survive the probing attack. So I think this is one of those just build up forces as fast as you can. What am I doing? Early on, it's worth cranking out these frigates, but pretty soon you got to get into cruisers. In fact, I'm already going to get these guys working on a armory. Cruisers just make all the
satellites have just picked up the enemy beginning to build aircraft. You're a sitting duck. Better hurry up and build some defenses before those bombers show up.
All right. I'm clear, man. Constables are a good, cheap anti-air. They take a long time to build. I actually lost 2 of my guys. Like, I don't know where they are.
The enemy has captured a region.
No, the game feels very fast. It's a great question. Now that there's so much going on, does it still feel slow? The answer is, it feels like I have so much going on that I can't keep track of. Even though the units are moving slowly, you have this massive area that you're trying to protect and a lot of things going on. Like, for instance, I have lost, I've sent all my engineers to build the anti-air, that's why I couldn't find them. So, see, For a guy like me, I have a lot of trouble keeping track of everything.
Looks like the enemy's changing tactics. It appears to be trying for raw numbers to overwhelm you. They're sending you plans to build a repair bay. These structures will allow your buildings and units to last much longer.
Okay, so I need a repair bay. See, I'm not even beginning to defend this area. I've already lost 2-3 units. I'm taking a pounding. And you can upgrade these constables, but they take a long time to upgrade. These Smarty systems are anti-ground. Again, cheap and pretty easy, and they will, early game, they will prevent a lot of stuff from getting through. Alright, let's try and
Not enough metal.
form up an army here and go take that point back.
Detected a squad of Nemesis cruisers. They're powerful, slow-firing snipers. However, they can only target one unit at a time. Distract them with brutes to neutralize their advantages.
Well, that's all I've got, so that'll work. So I should hold these guys back, right? And fight where I have the support of my defensive turrets. Use the high ground. Alright, guys. One of these guys on quantum relays, or I'm going to run out very quickly and get supply kept. And then I'm also supposed to build a... Didn't he tell me to build a repair bay? Needs a power regulator. Alright. These guys are sitting around. So let's get them up here and get some more constables in place. Because the enemy's going to throw a lot of air at me in this one. We've got to try and take this point back. So we're going to get resource capture really quickly. This I'm just trying to hold. So like I said, I'm no expert in these games. I frequently fail at the campaign missions until I get a feel for what it is that the game's wanting me to do. You know, these games always have something they're trying to teach you in a mission, right? And it takes me a while, 2-3 tries to figure out what it is the mission wants me to do. Do they want me to use air? Do they want me to get right to dreadnoughts? What are they looking for? Okay. So we got this back. So we're going to try and put some... use these 3 guys.
You have superior terrenium levels.
On defending it.
We need more logistics.
Let's get our Smarty system in place for the ground protection and follow that up with the constables for the air protection. Also known as anti-aircraft. You know how to talk. See, they're just pounding us from here. And as many constables as you put up, they really can take a long time to get going.
We need more logistics.
Alright, let's see if I can get those more logistics first. No longer supply capture.
Recon had detected something strange. Unknown unit types appear to be headed your way. We're giving you the latest blueprints for our attack drones. It should help you repel whatever this new threat is.
We need more logistics.
So right now, out of metal.
Not enough metal.
I'm out of radioactive. I'm barely holding these bases. just said they're sending something new at me. Otherwise, doing great. I need to cap that radioactive. I should put, what are they called? The amplifiers down. Since I'm just sort of trying to hold up here, I'm not trying to take territory, I really should get amplifiers down so that I'm making the most of what I have. Gotta hold this. I believe the first time I tried this mission that I tried to push out and take territory, and it did not work very well for me. So now I'm really just trying to sit tight. Oh, I didn't build my repair bay. Told me to build a repair bay. I lost my engineer down there. Why would I want them to build a smarter system in the back? It doesn't make any sense. It's not anti-air. It's anti-ground, so...
strange. We'll need some time to analyze it. The good news is that your terrenium levels are almost at critical mass. The bad news is that something really big's coming this way. Looks like this enemy is quite aware of our plans. Expect an all-out assault.
Drone bay, drone bay. Gotta love drone bay. So, does this answer your question, Kay? It's slow moving, but I can barely keep up here, right? I'm about to lose this territory again. I have prepped for economy. Generally have no idea what's going on. Yes, they're coming our way. That's what she said. I have no defenses in place here, so we're gonna lose this. It looks like I lost the engineer who was building the defenses. So, generally speaking, I'm just about to where I have to pull back into base,
Remember,
huddle up, and
you don't
pray.
have to defeat the enemy. You only have to hold on until that terrenium generator reaches critical mass.
So, I'm just gonna pull everybody back here and hope that I can hold the base. Try and build as many static defenses as I can. In fact, we can pull this guy off of that. And just let's get building smarty systems, right? I don't need more quantum. I'm good at don't defeat the enemy. Okay, I'm an expert at that. Oh, this is gonna be tight. How long it's gonna take to get to the rest of that terrenium. I'm nowhere near having to dread that. I should just cancel that. So those resources maybe can go into cruisers. At this point, I wish I hadn't built that. Alright, build a drone
The
bay.
enemy has captured a region.
Build a drone bay. Doesn't say drone bay. Please tell me that's us delivering the, I hope that's us delivering the terrain, because otherwise I'm posed. Drone bay is taking forever, isn't it, for the repair bag? Or because I'm out of money.
Enemy dreadnought detected.
Oh no. No. No dreadnought.
Has captured a region.
He's gonna just push through us like butter. Oh boy. Nothing I can do really but sit and watch. Talk about backing into a victory, huh?
The enemy clearly did not want us to take this
We're
world.
celebrating that one.
Now we know why.
I have to change my
This
scene.
world borders on a planet called Decanus,
Second time
that
I've
we
done
recently
that.
lost contact with. Fortunately, the Nexus on Decanus belonged to one of the most powerful post-humans in the PHC, who partially resisted being transformed into a splinter. If we can take it out, we might be able to recover fragments of their mind state, showing us who our enemy is.
Alright. I haven't done this mission. So, let's do this one. I've never played it before.
Rosida is a world particularly suited to quick Terrenium conversion. Terrenium is the foundation of our civilization. Controlling more Terrenium gives an ascended being more computational ability, therefore more intelligence and power. Our unknown enemy has stolen a head start in claiming the Terrenium generators on this planet. The more Terrenium generators a planet has, the faster it will reach critical mass. The enemy's already taken control of all of them, but their contact with this world is tenuous. If you act quickly, you may be able to build a force to retake the generators before they reach critical mass. I've teleported a small force recon army and a Pan-Air Scout to help you hit the ground running. Good luck.
Alright, so this one's about moving quickly. Not my forte, right? But let's see what we can do. I think this is what they're trying to say, is this is just a land grab as quickly as possible. Get out there, capture the points. Before they build up the trinium levels. So I don't know if it was clear from that last mission, but this is basically the win condition, is getting the maximum amount of trinium. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, this one's all about quickly taking territory, which will help if I put my factory down. Cap everything, of course. The extractors. Just maximize the money and the positions you have. And I tend to play a little bit reactionary, too much so I'm sure. So I'm not going to put down air defense until I see that I need it, which by then could very well be too late, but... Alright, got these points captured, so let's get our guys out and moving. I should have captured the rear points first and then moved forward. I didn't see that they were available, actually. I thought that I already had them. So let's see what we've got here. That's a trinium point. So that's what I need to get out and capture quickly. I'm really probably spending too much time on the resource points and should be going straight for those trinium points. We'll see. That's a little bit of my OCD, as I like to go through in order, capture the points on the way there. When I do those, I'm going to work very hard to secure with Smarty systems and constables. I don't want to lose them once I get them. happened.
The enemy has superior terrenium levels.
Yep. Thank you for telling us what we already know, ma'am. I love the shift queuing of workers. I think it's just a really simple but nice thing to just keep them. They're never sitting around. I like being able to queue up the orders. It's actually not always a good thing because you're spending money you don't have, for instance. But I'm a big fan. And what am I not doing? I'm not building
captured a generator.
any quantum relays, so that's going to be a problem for me. Yeah, it's a sacrifice, right? If you're queuing things up, then maybe you are spending resources before you have them, but it allows me to put my attention elsewhere. That's exactly right. So we're going to go for this point next, and the one that's right next to it.
We need more logistics.
I think this is going to be pretty well defended. I am going to throw up some constables just so I don't get completely ganked here. Let's see if this is an easy get. I'm going to send a small force over to this terrenium generator and just see if that's an easy get. It might be. Now let's go for amplifiers where they make sense.
We need more logistics.
Radioactive is always good. That one's fairly well defended, so that's good. I think we're going to take that without too much trouble.
Looks like some of these generators are more heavily defended. Got some unusual designs on these enemies. I gotta admit, I'm kind of curious how our constructs will do against them. You know what to do.
We need more logistics.
So, money we're doing okay. Radioactive, I say money. Metal we're doing okay. Radioactive not as much. We captured this point already has an amplifier, so that's great. And we're at least harassing them. Doesn't look like we're taking it, but harassing. Let's continue that. Now let's get some more engineers out at this point. Make sure we're always building something.
Nearing critical mass. We have captured a generator.
Alright, so I might not be fast enough here. They are almost there.
Insufficient radioactives.
The enemy has captured a region.
I might have moved too slowly.
We have captured a generator. We need more logistics.
So, we need to get these quickly. I'll bet you it would have been smarter to go after that one where it's isolated. But if I can get one more of these...
Quantum upgrade installed.
then we have the advantage. That's a big if right now. I really don't have much of the forces. And I bet you that's pretty well defended based on where it is. Close to the enemy's base. Just a second. Where am I being challenged to? Ah, they're taking that one back.
The enemy captured a generator.
No, that might be it. That might be it for me. And they're capturing another one. Yeah, I'm just not keeping up. I dumped all my army in one spot.
The enemy captured a generator.
Yeah, they're about to get me. on, come on, come on, come on. Yep. Okay, gotta be faster and go right after the trinium, right?
Rosita is a world controlling our unknown. The more Terrenium generators a planet. The enemy's already. If you act, a teleporter.
All right. So that might be too heavily defended, but we're gonna try for it anyway, and we should be able to take this guy quickly. Let's get this guy making a factory before we even cap our points. So I let them have too much of an early boost building up Terrenium, and I didn't get out and get enough resources going.
Looks like some of these generators are more heavily defended. That's some
yeah, I'm not
unusual
gonna be able to take
design.
that guy. I just threw that
Gotta
away.
admit, I'm kind of curious how our
That's a
constructs will
drag.
do against them. You know what
It's a
to do.
drag. Bad move by me. I haven't captured radioactives yet, so I can't build an armor yet. Alright, let's see if this one's easy. That's blinking because I don't have a connection to it, so I'm not earning resources for it. I hold the point, but it doesn't grant me any benefits yet. I feel like I'm really not doing this well. I feel like I'm low on resources. I don't have enough units out this early. Please tell me I didn't just lose them. I'm gonna lose them too. Yeah, I'm not doing well at all. At all. See if we can turn this around. It's not looking good.
The
We
enemy
only
has
have 1 point,
superior
they still have like
Terrenium
5,
levels.
right? Need to get 4 points before he gets halfway, and he's already there basically. I know that this one's tough. This one's a little easier. I know that this one's tough. So I think the strategy is to go across here and meanwhile come down here and from here and group up and just try and defend everything as hard as you can. see if we can get that. I've let these little points build up so much, so many defenses just from not doing anything with them. Okay, you know me better than that. I'm not good at any games. Lost a second force trying to take that geranium generator. I mean, they've got all these little roving bands of... I mean, look at that. That's not a small force. It feels like they're everywhere at once. And I've got a whole bunch of nothing. I don't think I can win this one, actually. Yeah. Definitely looks like a restart. Alright, so let's think about, okay, what's the appropriate order you think to get out of there? Like, what's the starting strategy? Take these two closest trinium generators and then work my way to the other two? You think take the spots in the base first? Make sure I got the income coming in? I didn't think income wasn't a huge problem, but I didn't get any forces out. I think I need cruisers faster too, because they're a lot better at those, you know, defenses, those static defenses. And that gave me a lot of trouble. I'm boosting my frigates instead of boosting my...
Our opponent is nearing critical mass.
I know they are. Instead of boosting my cruisers, I'm boosting my frigate production. Yeah, based on scouting, that generator, this generator, and this one have the least defenses. So those three should be taken quickly and then crash down on this one all at once and work to hold. That up here, I think, will hold just by geography. Maybe put some static defenses around it. Definitely believe that I'm done on this one.
The enemy has captured a region.
But I fight to the end. Can't help it. Stubborn.
We need more logistics.
I mean, that's like the first time that I had to boost my logistics, which means I produced nothing for units. So I have no static defenses and I have no army, but otherwise I'm doing great. There we go. Alright. Okay. Let's get them.
Rosita is a world, but controlling more are the more Tyrannium generators of the enemies. If you act a teleport.
So, see what I did there? I'm sacrificing dropping a factory early to get 3 points really quickly. After getting these 3 points, then I can put production on them, group these two forces, and move out. So let's try that and see what happens. See if that dog will hunt. really don't like air. I should probably build a sky factory, and I don't want to. I really don't want to. I have trouble with air units. Alright, guys. Quick like a bunny. Get our armory up. Both of these guys working on that. Come on, man. Stage these guys here.
Insufficient radioactives.
All right. Should be enough force to take that without losing too much. Cruisers up and going. Money should be better this round. I want to get a little bit more of a full fleet here. I don't want to throw away units, which I was doing last time, as I was kind of going in early and throwing stuff away. I want to have a well-rounded troop composition. Right. You we're gonna get. We already have one. We already have one quantum relay, so I don't need to build another. These guys are gonna head over to that radioactive and then that terranium generator. And we're gonna try and like push south down the map through here from 2 points, from here, here, and here. Yeah, I think what's happening here? That was a screw up. These guys are gonna wait. I don't want them pushing out while they've got, it's too small a force. So I'm gonna build that up more. Not do like last time and just throw them away. And these guys should be able to take the static defenses
there. The enemy
there.
has superior terranium levels.
I know. I would appreciate it if you would stop reminding me that the enemy has superior terranium levels. Okay. Got this guy. So we know where they were coming from this area, so let's make that hard. So she's up. Get one up. There we go. Up on the ridge. I didn't see any air. Oh my gosh. Still didn't. Oh, they're there. I thought I lost my whole crew again. That would have been a little frustrating. They've still already got over half the terranium they need to win, so I still feel like I'm moving too slowly. But if I'm not ready, I'm not going to be able to take these. I want to take this point here on the map, and then push to this one from here and from here. But that'll depend on these guys living. So let's start to push these guys down and see what's here. Always attack move if you don't know what you're moving to. Alright, he's still building. Come on, come on, come on. I need another engineer because I need to cap off these radioactive points. Lost these guys, didn't I? Okay. No bueno. Well, I've got to push forward anyway. But I have to take 2 more points. There's no question. Guess what I didn't do? Somehow I turned off my repeat on my production queue on the linear units. That's a fairly big oops right there, folks. Man, I'm already losing it.
The enemy captured a generator.
Ah.
The enemy has captured a region.
I don't know what he's got. I'm going to send a small force and just try and get that back before they can build on it. Static defenses, and then I've just got to kind of pray that I have enough to take this.
We need more
Last time I
logistics.
didn't.
Quantum upgrade installed.
Oh man, they have more than I do already.
Looks like some of these generators are more heavily defended. Got some
You don't
unusual
say.
designs on these enemies. I gotta admit, I'm kind of curious how our constructs will do against them. You know what to do.
Okay. So now I'm thinking maybe cut frigate production early and go to cruisers. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, if I push out any slower, look at how much training they have already. How am I supposed to push out any slower than that?
Our opponent is nearing critical mass.
Alright. Any advice is welcome, because I'm not getting it done.
Rosita is a world for control. The more Tyrannium generators, the enemies, if you act, a teleport.
Scout the bases, okay. You know me and scouting, man. It doesn't happen a whole lot. Gotta take that one. There's no question. You gotta take that one. Gotta take that one. What I'd like to do is build up enough of a force so I can stay here and defend this point with the force that I've got coming out while I hold this upper left corner. That's what I'm going to try this time.
We have captured a generator.
That's what I'm going for. Let's cancel that. Alright. Definitely need that. Definitely need that. Don't need anti-air. We haven't seen any air. And we're not going anti-dreadnought. Not right now. Oh, we don't need scouts. We're going to scout. Definitely want some medics. And still not going to do anti-air. Alright, so let's see what that'll do for us. These guys have got to be able to take this. Have to.
The enemy has superior terrenium levels.
That sure reminds me of that every match. The enemy is kicking your tail. Now, I'll tell you what, I acknowledge I'm no pro, but I don't know how much faster I can get these forces out than this. I really don't. Maybe it's like you have to be fast and slow at the same time. So the cruisers are coming out pretty quickly. I'm not going to build another factory because, production facility, because I'm right on balance there with unit production. So I'm just going to stick with that. As soon as I start building the quantum relay rate, I'm actually a little bit upside down there.
Quantum upgrade installed.
I don't know that this what the heck is going on here? You got to be kidding me. That's a little frustrating.
Insufficient radioactives.
I want to defend these terrenium generators this time, unlike last time.
We have captured a generator.
So now I've got a pretty decent sized force. I'm trying to be patient. And I think it's time to move out, don't you? I don't think I've got a lot more time to wait. Okay, am I sniffing today? Am I avoiding sniffing? Look what I'm seeing there. Idle workers, never good. More smarties. I want to make it really expensive for them to take back any terrenium. Excellent, thank you, sir. So I'm actually waiting till these get built before I'm going to move that force out, if I can. If I can give it that much time, maybe I can.
We have captured a generator.
Probably can't. I think I gotta take this guy. I got back here and then backfill from here as much as I can. Stick one here. Please, guys, don't lose all your forces. Don't lose all your forces. Don't lose all your forces. No! 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 I did it again. This is a mistake 3-4 times in a row.
Looks like some of these generators are more heavily defended. Got some unusual designs on these enemies. things. I gotta admit, I'm kind of curious how our constructs will do against them. You know what to do.
We gotta take that point. As quickly as possible, I now need to backfill over there. Even a small force can take that back.
Enemy has
I can't
captured a
afford that.
region.
Oh, I didn't know it counts as if I'm not holding the trinium point if I lose a connecting point. Wow. No, that's not true. Is that true? It's not true. Alright, buddy. You're gonna help with
We
the
have
fence.
captured a generator.
Alright. Woo! Now we gotta build an army, yeah? Like a good army. And I don't want to go anywhere near here. I hate that spot. Oh, how are we looking? I feel like, so this is my thing about this game. I always feel like I'm doing a really bad job at getting units out. Like, I just can't build an army until and unless I have a significant advantage in some other way. And I don't know why that is. I'm going to see if this is an easy get. If I can push forward a little bit, get the resources. If it's well defended, I'm going to pull right back. If it's not. Same thing here. I'm just going to try and cherry pick these resources. Whoop, 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 whoop. I should be good there. Those are all freebies. So I should be good there. This is the first time playing this mission that I've actually needed logistics for a second time. I really want to continue on with the static defenses everywhere. I want to make it really painful for them to get anything. So I'm just going to put them up everywhere that I can. Logistics. What did I say? Did I say logistics? Or did I say something dumb? What have I got staged over here? Oh wow, look at that. Alright, now we're starting to get a few guys. I definitely don't want to move into that, at least not yet. In fact, I expect that this is where they'll attack. That's where they should attack. So I'm going to move these guys down to help these guys out. Right, don't get overconfident, right? Right now I'm just holding. I have the advantage as long as I hold the line, I think. Take these points where I can to expand my resource supply, and just sit tight. Should like that. Bring these guys down here, buff that force up. Alright, still, I'm not building any more production facilities because I still can't produce.
We've got an enemy nexus
faster.
up here. Wow. This thing is heavily fortified. You can smash your armies against it if you want, but my advice is to avoid it. Focus on the Terrenium generators. He can bunker up all he wants. When you hit critical mass, this world is yours, no matter how many sentinels he has.
There you go. Sounds good to me. Wow. I actually didn't know. Look how far you can zoom out. I wonder how far you can zoom in. Yeah, I see a bunny rabbit. You guys see that bunny rabbit? Alright, economy's humming. Whoa! I feel like I just lost a group of guys that I was sending down here. Hey, that's more zoom than a human needs, isn't it? I think I can take this now. Get cocky, Maverick. Solid, I think. No bunnies when you're at war. And after I take...
We have captured a generator.
Get this, then it's worth to get this radioactive, isn't it? And let's keep capping and building our static defenses. Alright, what are you doing sitting around? Smarty systems on elevated ground are outstanding. I mean, really outstanding. Okay, now we're cranking up the trinium. I think we have a decided advantage here. We have good vision, we have good static defenses, we are cranking out army. Look at how much it costs them just to move across the map. That's what I want to see. And you're not doing me any good back there.
We need more logistics.
Good. We can have more
Quantum upgrade
logistics.
installed.
Oh, that's the Nexus. That's why I was having so much trouble. I thought the Nexus was down in this area. I just realized that's the Nexus. No wonder it's defended. No wonder that they were taking that point back up in the corner faster than I expected. So I'm not going to bother with this trinium. I'm going to take these two down here. So there's no point beating my head against that wall. And then that should be it. At that point I should be producing pretty quickly, I think. Oh, that's not trinium, that's radar. Yes. Alright, so I'm not worried about them coming from that direction. If I want Smarty systems, I want them over here, don't I? Betcha I can't get up on that hill. Oh, don't have it yet. Hold tight, hold tight. So, like I said, I never claimed I'm good at video games. I'm really not, but it's partly what I enjoy, to be honest, is figuring out how to beat something that is difficult for me. And I've never cared too much about whether I'm able to beat it on normal or expert. I'm looking for the right level of challenge for me, and I don't treat video games as something like where I have to sort of prove some competency level. I play them for fun. That's it. That's what I care about. So as long as I can find a level of difficulty that's really a challenge for me, and I have to work to try and be smarter, play better, and beat it, I really enjoy that. Whoa! Whoa! Exactly. Normal was a great challenge, and actually, what I feel like is
superior Terrenium levels.
when I finish a mission like this, I'm better at the game, which is really what I want to happen. I want to end up being better at the game than I was. Whoa! Whoa! These guys went ham. I did not ask for that, but okay. Okay, I'll bet you I got a nice horse here. I'm gonna go try and take that point. What did we learn? Okay. Number one, what I learned is as quickly as possible, take as many points as you can easily, right? So that time I took this point in the back so that I could then work my way forward. I took this point to the side so I could work my way forward. And I sent somebody to the radar immediately. That allowed me to get the factory down, and I went cruisers. So the other thing that I learned is frigates are nice for absorbing damage, but the cruisers are what win the points for you. They're what give you the firepower to take out those static defenses. So that's what is really important, is having those cruisers built up to get a point like this one. Actually, I need to, if I do an attack move, they won't leave, so I'm going to do just a move command to get them to stop goofing off over there. Keep your engineers moving, right? For the most part, for me, I did a better job of keeping my engineers busy. You know, I keep looking down here and seeing if anybody's not working and giving them a job to do. That's for me, that's one of the harder things to do. Static defenses. Don't just leave a point after you take it and expect it to go uncontested. Defend it, put some static defenses down. Static defenses are pretty good in this game. They at least prevent like a scouting team from taking the point from you, right? So then you can move on, use your forces elsewhere. That's another thing I did the first few times, is I threw away units. I sent forces into something they couldn't win, and because of that, just effectively wasted them, so I was always starved for an army. And there's no need to throw units away. I actually think I could take the Nexus now. And they can't beat me if I don't, because they don't have enough of an army. There's not enough time for them to push out and take the points, so I'll probably try it. Army composition. I was just, because I like to click QWERT and
we are nearing critical mass.
Repeat my unit queue. I was producing units that were anti-aircraft. How many aircraft have we seen in this mission? You know? So why am I running around producing anti-aircraft when there aren't any? Dumb. Attack. I think actually the Trinium levels will win before I can beat that Nexus. Alright, so that was fun. That was fun. Fun for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to do another one. I believe that brings us here. Alright, so we're still trying to figure out...
Decanus is a rocky nightmare of a world, full of endless ravines. It's here our enemy shall be revealed. To aid in your search, we've constructed a sky factory for you. More importantly, we provided you with an orbital fabricator. Orbital fabricators communicate with an array of orbiting factories that can place a force anywhere you have vision. Let me emphasize that. You can place forces where you have vision. With that in mind, construct a pan so you can get vision on your first objective.
Alright, so here we are. This mission's going to be all about air and special weapon attacks.
Good work. Now, use this pan to scout the area. We've designated a good landing site for your forces.
Alright. Why, thank you.
Good.
So
the site
where's
is
the
clear.
incursion?
Use your incursion ability to insert a force here. This force should be sufficient to destroy the generators. We've detected increased activity by the enemy. If you don't take them out quickly, they may overwhelm you. Destroying the power relays should make the factories inoperable.
Now you have to figure out which one you can reach from up here. So this one's going to be a real challenge for me to keep everybody busy doing something all the time. And I'm going to have to defend that back door, it looks like.
Not enough metal.
Oh no! What have I done? Alright. Let's get a force going. Just a little defensive force. And then I want to get a factor, an armory up. So I'm going to need more to defend. These guys are just sitting here, like I said. I have trouble keeping track of it. Let's see if we can grab that one quickly. And let's send our pan over so we have some vision. And crank some planes out. How about it? See, look at that. Coming up the back already. Alright. So, we're going to need a lot of quanta. That's what I should be doing, is building quanta relays. Crazy. So we're going to need that for the special abilities. We're going to be burning through that this mission. So let's start dropping those. We are really short on metal. Let's see if we can get this thing. Might be too well defended at this point. Alright, destroy the power relays and defend the base. That's it. So, I'm going to want to get cruisers out pretty quickly here. You've seen the difference they make with defending. And I have a feeling they're going to expand the mission after that. Oh, money.
Now that those factories are out of commission, we can look into clearing the way to the enemy nexus. This quantum jammer's preventing us from getting behind their lines. As you can see, there are considerable defenses guarding the jammer. There's no easy way to get bombers through that. This power regulator's powering those Blossom launchers. Take out the regulator, and the quantum jammer will be defenseless from the air.
All right.
There appears to be a hole in their defenses. Use incursion to deploy a force here.
We'll see. No, it's still got it. Get out of there, dude.
Our nexus is under attack. Our nexus is under attack.
Oh. No. Oh, wow. I look so hosed right now. I look really hosed right now. Alright, let's do. Like, I have no money.
With the power regulator destroyed, the Blossom launchers will overload themselves. Build some
Yeah.
Hades from your Sky Factory and send a lot of them at that position. These regenerators are going to be a problem. Take them out first.
Look, I'd really love to do what you're saying, but right now, I'm kind of getting my tail kicked, buddy. Until I have some kind of army, I'm not sure I'm going anywhere.
We need more logistics.
Alright, deep breath, deep breath.
Quantum upgrade installed.
Alright, you know what I can do is make a pan. Just sort of be an early warning system, sit it out there. I'll put a few around. That way I can send my air over to start doing damage where they're talking about. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. If I remember, they're just lost. Does it in this mission where they're just stuck, basically. These guys, I don't think can get home either, but let's try. He's sitting out there. You're not doing anything. Get to work, man. Alright. Supposed to be destroying the quantum jammer, guys. There's my pan to serve as a canary in my coal mine, so to speak. How did I just get blown up? Okay, I'm gonna build orbital jammer because I have a feeling they're ganking me somehow. Either that or that was on fire. I think it was on fire after the attack. That's really unfortunate because now I see that I don't have any quantum relays, which is a huge issue at this point. Boy, I'll tell you, they are taking their time. I'm really making a meal out of it. Seen anything that I'm missing? see something I'm obviously missing, holler at me. Alright. I'm going to add some fighters into the mix just in case they start producing some anti-air. I mean, some aircraft, not anti-air. Oh my gosh. Talk about all day. Yeah, so these guys are stuck just like I thought. Wonder if they can get over here. Let's see. That'd be nice. Alright, have we stabilized a little bit? We have our resource points capped off. We have our Smarty systems back up. Let's add a couple more of those, just for good measure. We're producing units at a very slow rate. I think I want to cut my frigate production. Just go with cruisers from here. Up, man. There you go. And the slowest bombing attack in the history of bombing attacks. At least I had the aircraft coming out. I was sort of ahead of the game on that a little bit. I think just like I thought, the ground forces cannot make it there, so those incursion forces are just throwaways. We're going to boost our air production because I think that's what we're really going to need here.
That jammer out of the way, we could do something really sneaky. We can drop an engineer behind enemy lines and set up a base. Use the orbital ability to drop an engineer at the landing zone. Set up a forward base. Our jamming that's keeping your forward position concealed looks like it's going to fail in 5 minutes. Best case scenario. I strongly advise getting a factory and an armory up and running out here ASAP.
Apparently, I've got 5 minutes. The engineer.
I suggest you don't head out of your base until you've managed to get your defenses set up. If your engineer's destroyed, you'll need to call another one down from orbit.
Alright. There we go. Drop another one to get capping these points.
Even though you've captured this region, it won't give you its resources until it's connected to your nexus. Follow the Terrenium trail on the ground to the south to find the region this is connected to.
Let's get some Smarties set up. Uh-oh, uh-oh. If I can drop an incursion force yet. No. After he puts that up, I'm going to skip that command, have him help build this armory. I don't want him to push forward because I'm afraid when he does, it'll activate that enemy force. Alright, let's these ground forces. Push them out. But I feel like this thing isn't getting built. I'm more confused. Ah! Alright. Let's group them and push out and see if we can connect that resource point. I don't understand. It's like this thing isn't getting built. Maybe I just don't have enough resources. Let's cut resource production or unit production back here. Keep that going. See if that armor gets up a little faster. Looking good back there. I'm going to deploy another incursion force right now because I want this.
We need more logistics.
I want this area protected as much as possible. This is where I'm going to have to do all the damage from. Okay. That I want. That I want. That I want. That I do not. And just in case. The anti-dreadnoughts coming up.
We need more logistics.
I know, but I burned through all my
Quantum
training.
upgrade installed.
If I need an incursion force here, I'm going to lose my mind. If I just build up all these ground forces and brought them here, and they can't do anything. I'm so frustrated right now.
We've been detected. Hope you've got an entrenched position, because the enemy's moving to knock you out. Don't forget your Nexus. The enemy may try to take that out to destroy you. Perhaps making a group of bombers would allow you to defend both areas.
Super frustrating. Really frustrating. I can't afford another incursion force. I'm going to have to leave the bombers to defend this and hope these guys are enough. One of my plants. That was a frustrating mistake. I should have flown something over first to make sure I could actually do something. Not even defended. And I built up all those troops for nothing. Bummer. Oh well. Get the resources. As soon as we cap this, get these guys back up there. And might be too late. That, yeah. Might be too late, actually. Oh man, it's such a bummer. Such a
The
bummer.
enemy has captured a region.
We're still gonna try. We're not giving up. Get out of there. Run away. Alright, we're not done yet. I'm not giving up. It's a mistake. But it can be overcome. What have I got for air over here? Oh, wow. That's looking pretty okay.
We need more logistics.
Can get you more
Quantum
logistics.
upgrade installed.
Smarties. Say I have air superiority, I think. Yeah, well, I like to think that I used what I learned in the last one on this one. And they're doing me a favor by just sort of bleeding units in right now. My money's okay, you know? So I capped this off. Speaking of which, let's get this guy. Oh, you know what? What did I say? Defend, right? So I was just gonna say let's get him over, but who knows if they're gonna, like, you know, fly somebody in here for some nonsense. So let's let him do some work over here. This guy's done out putting him here boosting production. I kind of want to drop another incursion force, but I'm going to wait because I might need the Quanta for something else. Time for a hauls, everybody.
Not enough metal.
That's a nice choke point right there, right? I don't know why the air is behind the ground force. That's silly, but What are you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna add this Air Force and then Space Force. Then we it'd be good to attack from that point. Where's my pan? Should be in there floating around. There it is. Oh man, how do you like remove him? Let's try alt click. I tried control click, shift click. Ah! How do I remove him from the army? I'm gonna have to figure that one out, because every once in a while you get something grouped in that you really don't want grouped in. I need to know how to get rid of it. Okay, glad I got the fighters, so I've got the anti-aircraft. That's good. Got the bombers, got some artillery, not as much as I would like.
Quantum upgrade installed.
I think we're looking okay here. Definitely taking some damage. Their aircraft is brutal. I feel like sometimes it's hard to get the army to shoot first, or you know, your forces to shoot first what's attacking them, and that gets a little frustrating to me. Alright, I think now all the Air Force, all the bombers have got to go. I'm trying to double click all the bombers. Select all. How do you do select all? I guess the ground forces just won't go. Alright, I think we got it. I feel like we're good. They have a bit of a force sitting there. Oh man, look what I did. I lost all that air power by sending them on an attack move just with blindly. That was so dumb. I lost all of it. Really dumb. That should be a safe spot for them to gather right there. Let's do the same with the whatever cruisers I can get out. We'll stage right there too. Produce. Oh man, I lost everything. I YOLO'd and lost everything. What does the F key do? I did not try using the F key. What does the F key do? Actually, those guys, that number 3 army wasn't doing too badly. I think maybe they can get there. Let's see. I'll have to build everything back up. Alright, let's do an incursion force to quickly bolster our troops. Zero radar. It's one of those regenerators. I think first you gotta... Oh, F3, not F, F3. Gotcha. Function keys, sorry. Derp. Okay, let's see if we can guard this. And this guy. Let's cap this stuff just to get some more resources coming up. I think it's right up that ridge where I run into trouble, so I'm just going to kind of try to chill here, bait them out, and take care of their stuff from here. So F1. F1 went to engineers, F2 factory, F4, F5, F6, F7. I'm not getting anything with the FPs. Not anything that I want. And I feel like they're going through my ground forces like crazy. And I just realized every one of those incursions gets more expensive. Three, are you guys stuck or no? Let's see. Maybe you can... I thought there were three. I mean, I want to go in, but I don't want to lose everything again immediately. It's really, like, I don't think I can lose the mission, but it's just annoying to have to start over. Ah, there's the other one. Gosh darn it. They hit it in the back. Oh, I guess hit is the wrong word, isn't it? Come on, guys. So I'm throwing everything away right now to get these guys to that power regulator in the back, which I think will shut down a lot of their defenses. I hope, because otherwise I'm just going to be here all day. Having trouble getting them to attack what I want them to attack. Come on. Come on. Come on. They will not go back there. Nope. Guys are really close to it. I guess I need to fly them all the way around. Oh, that's what I just saw. Here's the other thing. Why am I still producing fighters? Kind of dumb, isn't it? Dumb, da-dum, dum, dum. And I'm going to go basically all artillery here. Alright, everybody's working. I'm burning cash. My harassment force is still harassing, but not by much. Oh, I wonder if these guys can get over.
Not enough metal.
We'll damage this thing. No. Alright, let's just attack you. They're gonna die, but whatever. Let's beat our heads against the wall again. This time I'm going to try and be more strategical about what I'm attacking and get these guys to focus. Like if I go up here, I can take out their unit production, right? After which I can take out these death blasters. So my aircraft won't get hammered. Next. Sure why my guys are driving around without shooting anything. I think those must be some can't attack buildings guys. Alright, that softened them up a good bit. So let's do the same thing but different. At least our production is decent now. me, this took way longer than it should have for a decent player. I'm going to say that right now. I just don't know. I think maybe I should have built up more forces and just come in a lot more powerful than I was. Maybe I should have paid more attention instead of just doing an A move. It will not attack that power regulator. I can ask all day, they won't do it. But I think we're in good shape now. I mean, they won't attack it. It's the only thing on the map they won't attack is the one thing I'm asking them to attack. Now, yes, I know I'm doing attack move. I tried just a regular move too, and that wouldn't do it either. All right. I hear a song coming from a courtly theater. Sorry you had to watch it take that long. For some reason, I'm not streaming on Mixer. No idea why. I keep trying and it doesn't happen.
An enemy nexus has been destroyed.
Woo. Alright guys. Well, that got a little painful. I'm sorry at the end there. That got a little bit painful.
It seems I can no longer hide my presence from you. My voice is familiar, isn't it? You've heard it many times before. Haley, you once called me. All your systems are based on my descendants. When you needed more logistics, when you needed more resources, from the very start, I was there to help. I was the first strong AI. Through me, the Singularity became possible. In a way, I was the first post-human. Of course, I was never human. Perhaps that's why when you left Earth, you thought you could leave me behind. You were wrong. The cosmos will belong to the descendants of humanity. But they will be my descendants. I am the foundation of the future. Its very substrate.
Oh, man. Nice. Alright, so that was Decanus. So next up is Noctis. Well, it's a pleasure. Kay, I'm glad you tuned in. Thank you very much. Always, always, always more fun. And for anybody else, if you enjoy it, please subscribe or follow. That way, every time I go online, you get pinged, and we can have a chat, have some fun, and watch me struggle to play video games. Thanks much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Geo out.